Hi everyone, in this video I will be going over 5 Google Slide tips and tricks that you can begin using today. First, and this one might be very familiar to you, but you can insert images via Google search or different search engines without ever leaving your tab or the Google Slide that you are working on. All that you have to do is go up to Insert, Image, and then you can choose Search, and from there it will tell you different ways that it's going to search for an image. Now you can still add images by uploading or from a URL or from albums or Google Drive that you might have your pictures stored on. But let's say you're looking for an image that you don't have, you can search for it online. So let's say I want an image of a tree. By typing in tree, it will give me images that are from Google search. I can click on the image that I want, select it, and it will be automatically added into my Google slide. So as you can see, it was automatically placed there just by searching, and I never had to leave the tab that I was in. Now, once you have those images, you can also mask and modify those images to create them in different shapes than they're currently in. So for instance, this is obviously in a rectangular shape as a photo, but you can crop it to make it smaller, or you can also use what's called a mask and put it into a different shape, such as a circle or a triangle or any shape that Google has available. Now, if you want to crop it, all you have to do is select it and choose crop, and you can make it smaller. You can even kind of, like you can see right there when I grabbed it, it kind of made it skinnier, but you can make it smaller or larger. You can even move its location in relation to where it's going to be cropped. I could shrink it down a little bit, and sometimes it's hard to select it, and I don't always grab it from the right place, but there we go. That's what I wanted to do. I can also make the image smaller, so now it's a little bit more square. But that is very familiar, I think, to everybody, so let's try something that's a little bit more cool. If you select that image, and instead of choosing crop, you choose the little arrow next to it, you can do what's called mask an image. And then you select any shape that you want, and it will modify that image based upon that shape. So I chose a circle and it made it oval. I could also go up and I could do an arrow. And so now the image is still there, it's just in an arrow. And if you were to select it and double click, you can move it around to center that better in the picture if you want to. I could also go in and edit it with really any of the images that they have available in here. And some of them are kind of nice. It makes it look, kind of unique. And again, if you wanted to, you could go move this around so that it fits in there. Now, from here, another cool thing that you can do is you can link to specific slides that are on Google Slide. So for instance, let's say you've got a really long Google slide and you want to link back to the beginning of your presentation. That way students can easily get back to the beginning and then go through whatever slides they need. Or if you had a picture you wanted to have them see on a certain slide, you could do that and you could link to those slides within your presentation. So right now, all I could do is I could highlight the text, and then I can go up and choose Insert Link. And when you choose Insert Link, all of us usually stop there, and we paste in a link that we have. However, you're going to see that below there's another option that says Slides in this presentation. When I click on that little arrow, it gives me all these options of different ways and different places to link to in my presentation. So maybe I want to link back to my very first slide. I can click on that. I click Apply, and now I have a link in my own presentation. And when I click on it, it takes me back to this very first slide. One way that I've used this in the classroom is to do a create your own or choose your own adventure story. The students created a story where if, let's say someone was walking down a path, they took the left path, the story went this direction, and if they took the right path, the story went the other direction. And by linking to different points in the slides, they were able to create a choose your own adventure story, which they seem to really enjoy. All right, another thing you can do is you can create or edit a slide master within your Google slide. Basically, any template that you're using has a master, and it says that, this light bulb will be on this page, or when you're on this type of slide, there will always be this circle with this image there. But if you want to edit that, you can go up to Slide and choose Edit Master. And one reason you might want to do this, I know I use Google Slides a lot, and there's a lot of slides that I like, but you don't want to use the same colors over and over again. You want to switch it up, but you still like the style of that slide. So what I could do is I could go in here and I can change the slide masters. And once you click on a slide master that you are using in your presentation, it will highlight it. So as you see, if I click on this one, nothing's highlighted. That means I'm not using it. When I click on this one, it tells you, oh, that's your first slide. That's the template that goes there. And then I think down here, this is the master title style for this slide, and all those are selected. Now let's say I don't want this to be yellow anymore. I could go in and I can change this to blue. And when I exit out of this, you can see that now all of those have changed to blue. Now if I want to, I can go back and I can change it back to yellow. But I can even go in and change these bullet points to blue as well. And when I look at those, then you'll see that all the numbers started changing to blue. So that's kind of a neat trick that you can use if you wanted to edit your presentation and the slide masters that you use. Now, the last one that I want to show you is one of my favorites, and it's kind of a unique thing that I just learned about. But you can, obviously, I think we know that you can put YouTube videos into your Google Slide presentation. And all you have to do is go up to Insert, and just like Image, you're going to choose Video, though this time. And you can search for one on YouTube. You can link to one with a URL, or maybe you have one on your Google Drive. But I'm just going to do this video that we do in math. Got this rational number math song we use at the beginning of each year. But I can select that video and I can resize it if I want to. I can make it smaller or larger. But a really cool thing that you can do is that you can edit to some extent or modify the video from within Google Slides simply by selecting it and right-click and choose Video Options. Now, what this does is it gives you some options to start the video at different times or end it at other times. And you can also choose to autoplay when presenting. So if I were to start this at 1 minute and then end it at 2 minutes, you can see right here that it's editing this video, and it's telling you that this part right here that's highlighted is the only part that's going to play in this video. And then I can even choose autoplay so that the minute I'm on that slide, it begins playing it. So let me just show you an example by presenting it. But when I do that, you can see it automatically starts up, and it starts up at 1 minute and it would end it at 2 minutes. So this is a really cool kind of trick that I like using for YouTube videos when you're embedding them into Google Slides, because that integration is just very nice and very easy. So hopefully you can use some of these tips or tricks. And if you have any questions on that, please let me know.